Dude, I just realized that my mic muted the whole time. Well, hello everybody, you're watching 737 Sim Pilot. We're currently here in New York and Liberty Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so we're supposed to be coming down. We are supposed to be November 75435. Ooh, get out of here. November 75435 is checked. Logbook is on board, and the ship set bags are stowed. Looks good. And I just have to fix something because I just noticed. Sometimes it's a little bit easier if I just give a little incentive to. Come on, go down, please. I know I just unset the parking brake by accident. I'll fix that right now. Just need the thrusters so not to deploy. I'll get it eventually. You just gotta get one and then the other one's easy. Alright, we're gonna restart the plane. Because that was not working out well. Well, that does that. I'll show you guys the flight route today. Let's see. We're gonna be Newark to Fort Lauderdale, flying on the Beyond ATC network. So let's see how this goes. Hey guys. Now let's cross our fingers my game doesn't crash right here. Because my computer's frozen.
I can't believe it, business.
Oh, it scared me.
You just made my day so much better. Thank you.
Irish. Irish. I don't know how many Irish live down in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, maybe Newark, but only Fort Lauderdale. Or they'd have family in Fort Lauderdale, but I don't see that either. Alright, November 75435 is checked. And I'm so what should I do? Yeah, I like how they say you're not receiving enough stuff, but like, how do I fix that? YouTube, what do you want me to do? Alright, maybe it was because I had that little lag spike in there, but who knows? No requests. You're right. Flight plan has been loaded. Beyond ATC. Connection to the simulator. Fly. Alright, so may lag for a second. If that's okay, we're gonna come up top. Battery on. Battery power. Above 23 volts. Gears down 3 green. Turn brake is set and electric hydraulic pumps are off. That is checked. GPU will come on. The ship set bags are on board. And let's go ahead and fix our lights up so we can actually see what we're doing. Alright, looks good. We're coming over circuit breaker. Come on. Circuit breakers are who texted me? Alright. Phone is coming off. Perfect. Position strobe and logo light. Wing what? Feel well. Fuel pumps are coming on. And electric hydraulic pumps. Parking brake is set and cut off. Checked. Because the FOs didn't walk around. Okay, position strobe is set. Now we have circuit breakers to the right are checked, and circuit breakers on the left are all set and checked. Manual gear extension door is closed and gear pins are on board. Emergency escape ropes 1 and 2, full face oxygen masks 1 and 2 are on board. And the fume HUD is on board as well. The fire bottle pressure is checked, and the pilot life vests 1 and 2 are on board. There is headsets for both parties and oxygen masks for both sides. That is checked and looking good. And finally, gear pins and manual gear extension door is again checked. Let's check the manual gear extension door again because it's right there. Why not? Perfect. Moving up top. Go. And reversers and engine lights are not on. Both guarded. Passenger oxygen normal. Gears down 3 green. Radio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Checked. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I started the count a little late. That's why it went out a little faster. Alright. Both are off and guarded. Pretend like you get a stick shaker. I can do it. That's my impression of the stick shaker. Alright, all are on auto. Everything's checked, looks good. Right for the first flight of the day. Beyond ATC connected.
Truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Boom, looks good. Fuel pumps are on. Altitude is what we're expecting. Coming up top, voice recorder is on auto. The temperatures in the forward and aft cabins not too terrible. Trim air switch off. AP bleed off. It is checked. Ram door full open. It's fine. Today, our initial altitude will be initial cruise altitude. We do have a step climb. It'll be 340. We're gonna be stepping to 360. Elevation of Fort Lauderdale is 50. That's kind of surprising. I was expecting it to be 0. Currently in Newark, the weather is winds out of 330 at 8, 10 miles visibility, few clouds 250, temperature 23, altimeter 3012. That is set and looking good. Acceleration altitude today, we're taking off runway 4 left, will be 810. 810 on the minimums today. Is the volume too loud on my end? Should I turn it down a little bit, guys? Please let me know. And I just went past it. Alright, come down, coming across. All checked, looks good. Good. And back over 3012. This is a pain to hands dial in the sim. 3012. And lights are all checked. Before I continue, I'm going to jump over to FO side. FO side, 20 miles is good, and we'll leave it on the actually on the VSD. Thank you. And starting at the top. Brake pressure is good. Gears down 3 green. Auto brake 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and it went out. Looks good. Oil quantity 16 is good. And 92, 3000, and 3000 is looking great. Okay, coming over Everything is checked, all guarded. We'll test that once the ILS have aligned. Speed brake, sorry, flaps are up. Thrust versus idle, no reverse, cut off. Stab trim switches are guarded. I'm not going to do the fire test, I'll do that on the captain's side. Checked, coming down, standby. Sorry, I didn't mean to press TCAS test. I meant to click on the standby, but I already did. Nose auto and nose 0 and ailerons are zeroed. Departure frequency will be 121.5 as you'll be pilot monitoring. Let me turn down my sound a little bit because I think it is too loud. Okay, is that better, guys? Is that better, guys? I think so. It's not going into the red. Sorry about that. 121.5 and the return frequency for runway 4. Taking 4 right, or let's see. Runway analysis. Runway 4 left is 11,000 feet long. 111.075. Entered. Going down, auto, and stop trim is guarded. Looks good. Coming back over to the captain's side, I'm gonna go FMC, bring you way down. 737-900 ER blended winglet, engine rating 27K is checked. Why? The truck is in position and request catering. Are they loading? Legionnaire, sure. Cool. Your truck is loading up. 737-900 ER blended winglet, engine rating 27K, air act 2409 is valid. And airport, we are at Kilo Echo Whiskey Romeo. Gate Alpha 25, but I bet it won't recognize it. Yes, of course not. And yes, right. Enter Newark to Fort Lauderdale. Should be United 2645. 2645 Newark to Tampa. Finish altitude 340. Climb to the next 5. Distance 987 nautical miles. It's checked. They're closing that on me. What? Checking my email, see how angry of an email I can get from PMBG. I sent them an email saying, hey, why is your plane like this? Can you fix it? And they'll probably be like, plane's not broken, you're broken. And I'll be like, okay. Alright, so we are departing runway 4 left for the Devil 1, no transition, arrival. We are arriving ILS 10 at Fort Lauderdale, and we're taking the Decla 8 transition Zulu Foxtrot Papa. Yeah, looks good. Newark. We're gonna take Newark, or are we taking LaGuardia? Nope, I lied. Juliet Foxtrot Kilo. 25. Come on, fuel truck. I'm very excited to tune in our first frequency. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that now since we can get our clearance. Newer clearance 118.5. 118.85. Newer clearance United 2645 radio check.
United 2645 5x5.
That's cool. I like that. 340 because I don't want to go to the max cruise altitude initially. Alright, so today 0 fuel weight of 128.4 is what's valid. 7 is valid for the reserves. Cost index of 5 is checked. 340. 293 at 44 is checked and valid. And 1001. Take off. It's probably going to be flap 5. Center gravity 26.1. 4.56 is checked. And the winds here in Newark Liberty International Airport ATIS is over an hour old. Winds are 330 at 6. The altimeters are 3013. Checked. And the runway slope is zilch. None. Right, coming over to here, we're gonna go Fort Lauderdale first, landing dispatch. 10 left. About 8,000 feet long. And 154 will be valid to land. Taking off 4 left. Import. Now, is Active Sky FS messed up? I'm gonna go on a whim here. I'm gonna close Active Sky. Reopen it. Please connect. Yes! I love you, Active Sky. You're actually my favorite add-on. That was pure joy in my voice. Sweet. Yes, I should really be 3-3. Oh. 330 at 6. Temperature 22 is checked and 3013 is checked. Rating kickoff 59. 5 148 153 is checked and valid. 153 is going to go up on the box. And the MCP mode control panel. Flight directors 1 and 2 both will come on. And since that is done now, we're going to go ahead and continue with the MCP. We are departing on a heading of 47. Sorry, I was just checking something. And a top out altitude of 2,500. Nav and VNav. And the return will be 11075. Turn. Get our next frequency in just a second. Oh, how about that? Refueling has completed. And request boarding. I believe I hear the first officer coming. Fuel pumps off. Wheel well lights off. Everything else is set and checked. Looks good. Go ahead and call up Newark clearance, United 2645, requesting IFR clearance to Fort Lauderdale, Boeing 737-900 ER.
Do you want to board crew?
Nah.
United 2645, Newark clearance, cleared to Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport. Radar vectors LV, then as filed. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.85. Squawk 3525.
So maintain 4000. And let's just read this back, because I should have written this down. I totally forgot they're not going to send me a PDC of these vessels. Alright, United 2645. United 26.
Radar vectors LV, then
Bro.
maintain 4000. Departure frequency 127.85 and squawk 3525.
United 2645, climb maintain 4000 vectors to Lviv and departure frequency 12785 and squawking 3525.
Negative. Radar vectors LV, then as filed.
Radar vectors Lviv and then as filed.
Negative. Radar vectors
Thank you.
LV, then
Thank you
as
so
filed.
much. I don't know how to say that. Fire. Radar vectors Lviv then as filed. This is gonna make me mad. Come on, work, please.
United 2645,
Yes.
read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for push or start.
That's gonna be different frequency. We'll contact 121.8 for push and start. United 2645.
All aircraft be advised, information alpha now current. Altimeter tree 01 tree.
Yes, yes, I'm well aware. Thank you. Why did we start lagging? Alright, perfect. He said, what's this box? Hey, thank you so much, Exopire. I think that's how you say it. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. Alright, 3525. 35. That's 3525. Check. Looks good. Coming back up. Cruise went uplink. So the cruise went uplink. Now, if you're doing a 20-minute flight, it's not as important. But you should still do it because it gives you a better, higher accuracy of fuel. And if you're doing a long flight, like a transcon, or you're doing a transatlantic in any other plane, you should always reset the cruise winds, because you want to get the most accurate measure to make sure you have enough fuel to make it to your destination. Very bad day if you don't have enough fuel.
TCAS test pass.
Yeah, pretty much looks like what I was expecting. And we have 4,000 in the box. Let's check. Looks good. And today for our routing, we are direct Elvave, then direct to Neck, and then direct White, and then Quebec 409 to Crippler. I like it. I mean, it's neat. I like it because it's a 737. I don't really like flying it in the sim. It's boring. It's too small to me. Yeah, it's cool, I guess, but also it's just, I like the 737-900 is my favorite. I really like the 800. I need to start flying the 700 more. I just I feel like I can't bring myself to it. I just like these too much, but I definitely think I should do it. Give it its due. All right, back to what I was saying. Then we're direct Kooky, and then Quebec 133 to Chizzy, then Yankee 291 to Flamu, direct Zulu Foxtrot Papa, and then the Delta 8. That is checked, looking good. And we're gonna do the ground proximity test.
Glide slow. Pull up.
Wind shear.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Just checking something, because sometimes GSX likes to mess with my weights and stuff and it screws me up. I think 59 is what do they say trim is? 4.57. Looks good. What is our frequency for ground? 121.8. Looks good. And departure frequency is 127.85. 127.85. Alright, so we're going to take the double one departure. We're going to climb on heading of 39 till Aiza -4. And then use 0.6 miles to India Echo Romeo Asia. Compared to 4,000, the highest today is JFK with the MSA of 2,900. And in case of an engine out, we'll climb 25 nautical mile. We will climb to the 25 nautical mile ring around the JFK VOR. Today we're going to be pushing facing to the left, and we're probably going to take Alpha 10 to November, then to Bravo. Then Bravo to Alpha Alpha, and then take Alpha Alpha to on 4 left and depart straight out. The runway is 11,000 feet long. The weather currently, the winds are 320 at 6, 10 miles visibility, few clouds 250, and temperature is 22, altimeter 3013. That is set 1, 2, and 3 times and checked.
Passengers boarding starting.
So in case of a stop, anything before 80 knots, we'll come to a stop. Anything after 80 knots, unless it's critical, such as a engine failure, loss of hydraulics, or tire blowout, we'll come to a stop. In case we decide to come to a stop, I'll disconnect the autothrottle. I will put thrust to idle, apply max manual braking to ensure RTO is working. you know, apply full reverse. I will manually pull down this, then manually pull down the speed brake, and you can do your duties now. And then I will confirm speed brake is down by saying speed brake up, and I will say I'll call speed brake up, and I will confirm we are slowing down. I will call 185.65 and the runway distance remaining. Perfect. Thank you very much. Do you see any threats for our departure? Besides being kind of tired, not really. We're not going through any taxi off spots, so I'm feeling good. Perfect. I'm feeling pretty great. So that is it for the departure briefing, and then on the general route for our flight today, we are going to have some weather. It's going to be mostly concentrated around Florida, but it says in about from, I would say, probably direct from Charlotte and Virginia Beach is going to be some turbulence, so we'll be on the watch out for that. It should be pretty smooth getting out of Newark, but you never know. Perfect. All right. Well, I think we can go ahead and call for the PCA to be removed. I think it's getting towards that time. All right. Preconditioned air will be removed. Thank you. What do you think of the 737-700 Exopfire? How do I say your name? Exopfire? Exopfire? I don't really know. I sound like a fool. You gotta admit, this Continental 737 livery is just so awesome. Huh. Alright then. Alright, the PCA is departing, so we're going to go ahead and get the forward pump on, and APU will come on. Wrong one, I wanted U open. Yeah. Definitely a big fan of this livery. The passengers boarding. I disabled the passengers so that it doesn't lag out. It doesn't add more lag than it needs to, but yeah, I don't like the 600. The 600's weird. I agree. It's kind of like the A319, and maybe I'll like it if I actually do a flight with it again. Because I mean, when I first started flying 737s, that's the first one I got in the sim, and then the next one was 737-900. I think I'll definitely do another flight. I think I'll do it into like Orange County, into SNA. That's a big one for United and the 737-700. But I agree. I think it, like you said, it's small, but it's not too small. It's like the A319 compared to the A318. I love the A319. It's such a fun little plane. But it's not too small like the A319, like the A318. I don't like the A318 personally. Now, if they're like, you know, we really want you to fly this, they don't fly it. But if they're like, hey, you know, we got an opportunity to go fly A318, oh, sweet. I'll take it. But in the sim, I wouldn't spend money to get it. Alright, ground power disconnected. APU is coming alive. Cabin temps started looking good. See the harbor of Newark and Manhattan off in the distance. And that's dual bleed. That's no issue. Flight checklist. Flight attendant's pilot briefing is done. Flight deck windows 1 and 2 are locked. Oxygen was tested 100%. IRS selectors nav and IRS has been aligned. Hydraulic systems are on and checked. Pressurization 54.0 and 50 and auto. Low control panel is 0, 153, 47 and 4000 set. And the altimeters and flight instruments are looking for 810, 310, 3013, 3013 and 3013. No. It's not hard. It's hard to learn an Airbus in general, but it doesn't affect because you know the 737. The only thing that's different is it's so easy to fly an Airbus, but two, the rudder handling is much better on the Phoenix. It's actually very realistic. PMDG is no good. But that's at top. I can go into just a second. Ground proximity is guarded and tested, and speed brake lever is down. Parking brake is set, and transponders on standby. Logbook and the logbook and gear pins and this is not ETOP certified plane are on board. Very easy to learn. What I would actually say is harder is learning the 777. The 777 is much harder to fly compared, in my personal opinion, from flying the 73 so much. Because it's a different kind of flying. This 777. The A320 is easy. You don't have to trim or anything. No, what plane I'm excited to learn to fly in the sim is the 75. I really want to learn to fly the 75 and 76. But biggest thing is too, I'll spend more time in the 777 when they when they finally create the 777-200. I don't care if it's LR or ER, whatever comes out first, because United operates both a lot more than the 777-300 ER. Because the 777-300 ER, the shortest flight they do is Honolulu to San Francisco, which is like 4.5 hours. And they also operate flights that are typical flights like 10 hours long. Like, no. Alright, passenger boarding has completed. We're going to go ahead and shut the doors. Doors closed, please. Thank you. And let's go ahead and get the passenger briefing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard United Flight 2645 down to Fort Lauderdale. Flight time today will be 2 hours 38 minutes, cruising at 34,000 feet, then 36,000 feet. We don't expect it to be very bumpy getting out of Newark. We are going to ask you please keep those seatbelts safe fastened until we tell you to take them off. And then it probably will get a little bumpy over Georgia and North Carolina, so we are going to have to keep those seatbelts on, more than likely until arrival. But we are going to try to get a service out. Currently in Fort Lauderdale, there's slight winds, temperature is 81 degrees, and 84% humidity. Should be a great flight, and thank you for flying with United. Alright, passenger briefing is done. Fuel today, 24.5. That is what we were expecting. Anti-collision light will come on. And after... Oh, I should have turned off this thing. Doors are all closed. Newark ground, United 2645, requesting push and start. Hello. Oh.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Newark ground, United 2645, requesting push and start.
United 2645, Newark
Louise.
ground, pushback approved, face east.
Push approved, facing east, United 2645. Alright, we've been cleared to push, facing to the east.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Actually, I'm thinking about doing I'm doing an A320 flight tonight. For one. A little bit longer. But yeah.
Locking gear.
Alright. Who are you talking to, bro? Nobody's up there. Maybe schizophrenic, possibly? Yeah, look at that. There's no way you're talking to the operator. Yeah, he did. A little frustrated. AI needs to take a chill pill. Or break second move the chocks. Relax. Nose left, please. Push to the right.
Release parking brake.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Starting engines. Alright, today we're going to start engine number 2 first. Watching for that oil pressure to hit 6 and then N2 to hit 25. Oil pressure. How do you feel too? So at 50%, at the 56% N2, we should see the, we should hear click as the start switch will click from ground to auto. We'll listen to these sounds. United 2645. Pay attention. It is nice, so they added some emotion. All right, listen. Boom. All right, it's a good start. Number 2. And starting at number 1. Adding el numero 1.
Please set parking brake.
Oil pressure.
Unlocking gear.
Parking brake set. Adding fuel 1. I hit it by accident. My plane isn't exploding, don't worry. If you right click it, it stays on for a while. It's like if I go like that. If I go like this and I right click it and I look down, it does that. I'm excited for them to add traffic injection. I spent a lot of money on this, so I hope it's good. My hard-earned money. Alright, it's a good start on number 1. Recall.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Thank you. 5.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Clear. And take off speeds, take off speeds. 148, 148, 153, 148, 148, 153 is set and checked. Looks good on both sides. And 4.75. 4.57, right? Yeah, 4.57. 4.56. Yeah, right about there. Looks good. Alright, flight control is checked. Full down. Full up. Full left. And full right. Full right. Full left. Okay. Alright. That is looking good. After start checklist, please. After start checklist. Oh, yeah. So 3 green radiuses. So I'll zoom out here. So on the 737, there's something called the fixed page. That's right here. This allows you to do 3 things. So let's set Newark, for example, KEWR. You can come over here. You can go 25. Say I want a 90 degree. So that's 25 nautical mile ring. 10 and 5. So the reason why I use 25 is 25 nautical miles is in you're within the vicinity of the approach, typically. And it's just for a good rule of thumb. So departure, we use 25 because engine out standard procedures climb 25 nautical miles and hold. Alright. 5 miles, because that's typically when I drop the gear. 1,500. Around there. And 10 miles is because I want to have at least flap 1 down by 10 miles. And I want to be on low VMO flap maneuvering speed. But yeah. And another thing you can do, say I want precise, because it's not giving me, sometimes it won't give you a fix right on the runway you want. You type in RW for left. What do you mean? What do you mean, brother? Runway. Oh, it's gonna be just, I put 0 for left. What do you mean? Huh. That's very interesting. I'm not a fool, trust me. Usually it works. What runway are we landing on? 10? Let's try that. We'll go runway 10. Left. There we go. So it'll put in for the approach runway. And then let me put in, I don't know if it'll show, but I put in a 10-mile ring. Yeah, it does. Cool. I'll put in a 10-mile ring around it, and you can see I can come down here. And at the threshold for runway 10, you can see it puts in that ring. So it's just reference points. And like I said, if I wanted to put in a beam point, so say I wanted a fix 90 degrees, a beam, runway 40 left, I could put in I think it's 137. Yeah, it's yeah. So we'll put in 137, you'll put in a slash after it. And boom, it gives me a beam 90 degrees, roughly, off of runway 4 left. Pretty cool. We'll just delete this as a whole. So JFK, that's because on the departure, it wants 25 nautical mile ring around JFK. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I was fixing my feet. Oh, great. I just messed it all up. Huh. 4.57. There we go. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. After start checklist. Generators 1 and 2. Preweeds on. Anti-ice not needed. Recall was checked. Auto brake RTO. Flaps 5 set. FMC is set. And reference speeds are... confirm on both sides. 148, 148, 153, 148, 148, 153. Checked. Trim is 4.57. And checked. And 0. And 0. Looks good. And flight controls were checked. APU switch is off, as we do not need APU for our... Perfect. We'll go ahead and call up for clearance. Ground United 2645 requesting taxi to runway 4 left.
United 2645, runway 4 left taxi via Alpha 10 Delta Alpha Alpha.
Alpha 0. Delta Delta Alpha. United 2645 taxi via Alpha 10 Alpha Delta Delta Alpha.
Negative, clarify departure runway 4 left.
Departing 4 left, United 2645. Okay. I'm so confused. I'm lost in the sauce right now. Alpha 10 to Alpha. Alright, what's going on with your brain, bro? What are you doing? Alpha taxi to... Oh, okay. That's where I messed up. Okay, so it's Alpha 10 to... Yeah, this chart doesn't have a delta, but that's okay. We're just going to go straight to Alpha. Alright. Clear for taxi. Clear to the left. Clear to the right. We're going to go... Taxi lights on. Parking brakes released. No more than 45 inside of the ramp area. We'll go about to 40. And off we go. So I'll show you something once we're up in the air. Cool. You can do it at the FMC too. I don't know if you'll know. Do you know how to add extra waypoints? Like, say you want a waypoint 20 miles behind another waypoint? I'll show you how to do that. Very helpful for doing ETOPS flights. Or when you just want to mark out the FIRs. Alright, gotta hit the brakes here. Sped up a little bit. Clear to the left. Don't want to be like that Delta. Sorry, clear to the right. Don't want to be like that Delta crew in Atlanta. Take off a little CRJ's tail. Poor thing. Can you imagine being a passenger in the back though? Pretty scary. Cool. I will teach you. They say the best teacher is teaching. I wish there was a better Manhattan in the game that didn't lag out my sim so bad. I had one, but half the time it didn't load in, and then half the time it lag out my sim terribly. Like, it's not worth it. It'll look cool, but... You know what, though? Take your pick. Do you like nighttime or daytime flying more? So the reason why I question Delta I don't know if their database is bad or what. But there isn't a delta here for what I need it, for where I'm going. And again, there's no roads where we're going. Alright, cool. We're gonna see what vector they're gonna give us for departure. 127.85. And this is our turn. Clear to the left, clear to the right. Good. And we're gonna check the recall. Recall is checked. We're likely been clear for takeoff. We're gonna give that chime. We're gonna go position show right on Wex data airport. Already on the vertical situation display and terrain, traffic, and data. We're gonna go down to here. We're gonna go on Wex plus terrain. Good. Ooh, don't go off the edge, please. That would not be good. Thank you. Ah, I agree. I like the daytime too. Alright, and before takeoff checklist recalls, check departure briefing is done, departure announcement is done, pressure, air conditioning pressurization is done, start switches are auto, and the flaps planned is 5, and flap 5 set, and transponders on TRA. Check, check, checked. I like daytime if I'm flying in the Midwest because there's nothing to see, but if I'm flying at night, I pick the eastern coast because I like looking at the lights. I've flown the eastern side of the country at night a lot on vacation, so because I live down in Florida, I'm quite used to seeing that stuff. Wing light is going to come on. And we are getting ready to go. Flight attendants prepare for departure. We have a slight left to right crosswind today, as the winds are 320. Yeah.
United 2645, contact
Jesus.
Newark Tower 118.3.
118.3 United 2645. 118.3.
United 2645 did not copy.
118.3. I am at Newark Liberty International Airport. United 2645 on Alpha Alpha, holding short of 4 left.
United 2645, request not understood.
I'm heading to Fort Lauderdale. United 2645 is short of runway 4 left at Alpha Alpha.
United 2645, I didn't get that.
Dude. Like what?
United 2645 holding short, runway 4
Dude.
left.
United 2645, request not understood.
What? You're literally the departure.
United 2645 ready to go, runway 4 left.
United 2645, Newark Tower, wind tree 5 at 6, fly heading 040, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 040, clear for takeoff, runway 4 left, United 2645. Okay, text lights on. Lights on. Lights are checked. Flight attendants are ready. Looks good. Get some juice. Clear to the right, clear to the left. Looks good. And I don't know if I said it, but we're heading to Fort Lauderdale today. Gonna be a nice rolling takeoff. We have plenty of distance to go. Remember, yellow line is not for us. For the departing aircraft. But we're just going a little bit quicker today. And take off cam on. Thrust stable. Takeoff dust set. Knots checked. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Okay, fly heading 040, heading select. Gears up, no lights, auto brake off.
United 2645, contact Newark departure.
Over to departure, United 2645, see ya. 127, alright. Up 1. Newark departure, United 2645 with you at 1,200, climbing for 4,000. And flap 1, green light.
United
Flaps up,
2645,
checked.
Newark departure. Good evening. Radar contact. Climb and maintain 17,000. Altimeter tree 01 tree.
I maintain 17,000, United 2645. And flaps are up, no lights. Oh, this is sketchy. Pitch up. Best for 250.
United 2645, turn right, heading 225.
Right heading 225, United 2645. Alright, heading 225. Oh, they said right. Wrong side, buddy. Oh, the joys of flying single pilot. Heading 225, set. Really? Oh no. That sucks. I don't know why. Alright, well, once we get up to cruise, I'll try to fix it. It's giving me, like, I need to lower my bit rate, but I'll have to check. It's not telling me exactly what they want either. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I have to take off checklist. Gears up, no lights. Flaps up, no lights. And pressurization packs are and bleeds are on. Is it better now or no? Is it still super laggy?
United 2645, turn right, heading 275.
Right, heading 275, United 2645. Okay, 275, set. Passing through 10, sorry. Alright, I'll try to fix it. Pass through 10,000. Retractable lights off. And accelerating. And logo and wing lights both off.
United 2645, clear direct Elvay, resume on navigation.
Clear direct Alve, resume own navigation, United 2645. Okay, that's like the worst vectoring I've ever seen. Direct Elvave, ONAV. Checked. United 2645 requesting clearance to climb to 340. Negative 34,000. Well, I hate Beyond ATC. Okay, I'm gonna stop streaming. I'll bring it back up in a second. Hello, can you hear me? Alright, everybody, I should be back. Can you guys hear me?
United 2645, request new cruise altitude.
Perfect. Is it any better?
Roger,
It should
stay new
be.
altitude.
I hope so.
Request flight level 340, United 2645.
United 2645, flight level 340 is already your assigned cruise level.
Alright, well, you didn't give me clearance to climb to 340,
United
fool.
2645, contact New York Center 118.9 or 75.
118.9 or 75. See ya. Oh, that was weird. 9.75. 118.9 or 75. New York Center United 2645 with you at 15,000, climbing for flight level 340.
United 2645, New York Center, good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
I'm maintaining 340 United 2645. See, that's what I like about night is the lights. I will really like seeing all the lights. That's my personal thing. Damn it. I don't know why it's so laggy. Like on my end, it shows me. Okay, let me pull it up on my iPad really quickly. What's so annoying? Dude, that's horrible. Okay, let's see what's going on. I don't want to show that in case it gets info out. Not receiving enough video. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna stop for one more time and then. Oh, wait, pass to 180. And then lights off. Flight attendants. You can be in your services. And temps. Negative 13. We're about to start flying through it. We're gonna go engine anti-ice on, and let me stop streaming. Alright, let's cross our fingers. This is better. I hope everybody is back. Just drop in the chat if you guys are back. And please do let me know if it's any better. What's this? Was that what was causing the lag? How long has that been there? Is it better? I just pulled it up on my end too. Dude, come on. Alright, let me try one last thing. 1 second, guys. Alright, if this doesn't fix it, I don't know what will. I switched encoding processes, so this should... Oh yeah, that's way better. Alrighty, let's just wait till it zooms out again. Looks a little bit better. Yeah, guys, I think that's it. Awesome. Yeah, because I switched encoding recently to try to do something. Nope. Did not work out well. But, you know what? You gotta do it to find out. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was unbearable. Thanks for sticking around. I don't know how you were able to watch
United
that.
2645, contact New York Center 128.3.
128.3 United 2645. Alright, over to 128.3. Alright, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna step away for 1 minute. I'm gonna go grab my laptop so I can do some schoolwork. Are you kidding me? Dude. No. Alright, hold on. Is this gonna fix all of the issues? Yay or nay? Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed. There's so much stuff, like options for streaming. And I tried to change it, but I guess it didn't work out well. Alright, let's get our airports up. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna be right back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about the takeoff, how crappy it was with the lag. With the lag on the stream. Anyways, we'll have another one tonight, so it should be better. Alright. I hate to sound like this, but I thank you for being in here and being the unfortunate person that had to bear witness to that. Because at least I know now what to use. Because I tried to use their, like, best settings for you guide kind of thing. And obviously it didn't work out well. Get a new climb up to 360. New York Center United 2564 requesting clearance to climb up to flight level 360.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
United 2564.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
United 2645. There we go. I knew I messed it up.
United 2645, New York Center, roger. United 2645, contact Washington Center 124.775.
124.775 United 2645. 11's I totally forgot it. 124.75. Nice, man. That's awesome. That's really nice to hear. Thank you. Washington Center United 2645 with you at flight level 300.
United 2645, Washington Center, roger.
360 is good. If you want to send me a friend request on Golanza, you can. It is Braden5, Brayden 5. You can see the departure route today. Yeah, very good. Very good. Me that stupid right turn. They should have just given me direct to neck. But it's whatever. It's okay.
United 2645, contact Washington Center 125.45.
125. 125.45 United 2645. Washington Center United 2645 with you at flight level 340, climbing 4360.
United 2645, Washington Center, roger.
Snap, we just hit 143 subscribers. That's awesome. Can't believe we just broke 240 like that. Not 140, 240. That's crazy. Thank you guys.
United 2645, you were assigned flight level tree 40. I show you at flight level tree 50.
Dude,
Descend and maintain flight level tree 40.
Requesting clearance to climb maintain flight level 360 for final cruise. United 2645.
Negative, descend and maintain flight
No.
level tree 40.
No.
Roger, descend and maintain flight level
No.
340, United 2645.
Didn't I I mean,
United 2645, request new cruise altitude.
United 2645, roger, say new altitude.
Request flight level 340, United 2645.
needs to be more
United
realistic. So annoying.
2645, flight level tree 40 is already your assigned cruise level.
I pressed 240. I meant.
United 2645, request new cruise altitude.
United 2645, roger, say new altitude.
360, please.
Request flight level 360, United 2645.
Alright, we're gonna get the new winds in.
United
Yes.
2645, confirm new cruise altitude, flight level tree 60.
Affirmative, United 2645.
United 2645, roger, new cruise altitude, flight level tree 60.
Alright, we have new winds in. You can see how much they've changed already. And we'll be landing with 9.4 tons of fuel. Good. I know, and I haven't even done anything to them. It is quite funny though. That is the one. That is the only. That is what's the only thing I don't like about Beyond is how stupid the AI is. Like the requests I just made were not unreasonable at all. Like they were reasonable requests, and they basically all just got screw yourself. Yeah, screw you. Basically what I got. I didn't even do anything to you, bro. Heading 236. Away. At 198. That's it.
United 2645, contact Washington Center 132.05.
132.05 United 2645. Washington Center United 2645 with you at flight level 360.
United 2645, Washington Center, roger.
If we had any centerline deviation here. Oh heavens. We'll start off here. We know we were pretty lined up about here. I can't tell from the replay. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I didn't go off the end of the runway. I wish I could have seen what my actual my takeoff looked like. Let's see, we probably rotated about right here. Yeah. Boom. Oh, he rotated way back here. That's cool. Where are we over? Man. We're already in Washington. Or DC. No sir, cockpit scenes. We are going to Fort Lauderdale. Oh, I don't have the Volanta thing up. Oh no. Oh yes, there we go.
Contact Washington Center, 1 tree,
Now-
2.55.
Trying out this thing. Some like Beyond ATC thing. It's AI ATC. I tried it before. Had a little bit because they're kind of unreasonable sometimes. All right, United 2645 going to 132.55. Yeah. Like I asked for flight level 360, and I had to do some. I had to do it through their thing because they didn't want it. United 2645 with you at 360.
United 2645, Washington Center, roger.
But it's neat. I guess it's cool. Coming along decently well. How was your day-to-day, cockpit scenes? I didn't want you. I want. The takeoff. You can't really go back and watch the takeoff, unfortunately, because I tried some different encoding preset on my streaming software, and it messed up my. Messed it all up. You can see we're coming off the coast, kind of weird. This is the real route that United used. They wanted me to come through, but I was worried about how quick that's going to move. And again, I may have to swing around even wider. But then again, if I have to, I can take Razzle. We can come out about out to here, and we can just cut it pretty much direct. We could go to Kilo Sierra Uniform Alpha and come straight into Fort Lauderdale, and we'll join the ILS 10 left. Yeah. Our two alternates today are West Palm Beach and Tampa. I mean, really, I don't get why they picked West Palm Beach as the first alternate, because if the weather's bad in Fort Lauderdale, what makes them think it's going to be much better in West Palm Beach? I'd either take Tampa or Orlando over it, but I don't get to pick the second alternate, only the first one. So you get what you get. Any moon out my sim? Oh, no moon. I think I left. Yeah, I did leave the anti-ice on by accident. Oopsie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. So cockpit scenes, I think I took on an extra 2,000 or 3,000 pounds of fuel for the diversion necessary. And like landing at Fort Lauderdale right now, we're at 9.4 thousand pounds of fuel. So we need to be at 7, and then we'll make a decision. If we hit 7 and we can't land at Fort Lauderdale, we're gonna go to Tampa or preferably Orlando. But then again, I know for certain there's a United maintenance facility in Tampa in case something does go wrong that would require diversion. Like in case we're diverting and we have something go wrong on the plane, Tampa does have a maintenance facility. And what I was going to show you was the fact of inside of the FMC, you can actually do, I don't know how to say your name, but what you do is you do slash, and then you can do plus or minus, and then I believe it's up to 180 nautical miles. You can add an extra waypoint, so go 25 nautical miles ahead of Kuki, and it's only 21 nautical miles. Okay, let's go back 25 nautical miles because it's 21 nautical miles to bench. But we go back 25, and you can see it adds on an extra waypoint to our FMC. Now this can be useful. Say you have to build an approach around the 10-mile arc, like I showed you, that you put in the 10-mile ring around your fix that I showed you. That's really helpful in case you have to build an approach around that. You can put in your waypoints at certain distances. And it works in both directions. And something else I've also seen, as they don't want to input extra waypoints because it gets sent to ATC and their airline. They take, like, for say, we'll take bench back 5 miles, You take bench 01 and you go to your fixes, set it in one here, and it'll highlight it on your fix page for you. So it's a little reminder. It's fire, ox fire. I believe that's how you say it, your name. Oh no, I didn't mean to hit me now. Switching between tabs. I'm interested to see how the weather is going to be, because if I go to the charts page, that just make a big performance hit possibly. Big performance hit. If I get rid of that, of course. Yeah, then we're back up. Cool. Back up. Open up Google though. Man, I'm still taking quite a bit of a hit with Google. Yeah, super big hit. Alright. I'll show you guys this for just a second. We go to significant weather. We can see we're going to be in an area of turbulence from basically kooky on. So we're going to be extra cautious, since we are going to fly through the jet stream as well. We are going to be actually through the jet stream, so we're going to get hit by that, entering and exiting. We have areas of moderate and heavy turbulence. So really, we're going to have to tell the flight attendants, get your services done, as we're expecting some turbulence. Alright, should we ended that on business? Now we just need to wait. My gigabytes per second should come. Steadily. Yeah. Yeah, cockpit scenes. I'm going Fort Lauderdale to Newark. Or Newark to Fort Lauderdale, I should say, because I did a flight up here recently. I'm going to return the plane back to Fort Lauderdale. I recently got a Fort Lauderdale scenery from the game. I've been flying there a lot. The next airport I think I'm going to buy is Phoenix. I have a ton of airports. Add one on my collection. We're on 132.55. That's funny, cockpit scene. And Oxfire. No, I do not buy them from the Microsoft Marketplace because they don't update as quickly. Never buy your airplanes from the Microsoft Marketplace for two reasons. One, they get a cut. And you want to help developers as much as possible. But two, they have to go through the Microsoft Store's process of submitting their submitting their thing. And I know it's lagging out my sim. It's beyond ATC, so we're gonna close beyond ATC, and it should come up. Sorry for the stream, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, I buy from AnyBuild, Sim Market, and Orbex Store, and that's in the Contrail Store. Those are the 4 places I buy from, because they're pretty fairly priced. Sorry about that. Yeah, I actually made that mistake with the 700. I bought the 700 from Microsoft Store, and I have my other two, and the 777 is from the PMDG Marketplace. Excuse me. cockpit scenes. I'm sorry to always have to ask you questions, but I am curious. When you were in the airline world, what did they consider a good landing? Because something I personally really struggle with, and it involves takeoff too. If I do not stay on the center line pretty much perfect, I get kind of frustrated with myself. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. And that's my biggest goal for this year, is to not be such a perfectionist. My sim's frozen. Oh no. That's not good. But what did they consider a good landing? Because I guess my only criteria for good landing is if I'm within the touchdown zone, if I'm on center line. But what would you say would make a good landing? Oh, and I also wanted to mention, I've been in talks with the people that make this plane about the rudder handling on takeoff. Because since you said, and reading the manuals on the takeoff procedure, it's really frustrating now to see how unrealistic in a way it is comparatively to the real thing. Winds are not going to be helpful. I don't know. Since I disconnected from BATC, I'm kind of at like the decision point now. Because, yeah. So this is what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking I'm going to come from Ches. I'm going to go from Charleston to Savannah. And then we'll probably go, I'll find a VOR around here. Load nav data. I want a nav aid. Give me a nav aid. Which VOR are you? Oh, great. I can pull them up. Alright, yeah. So now, if you have a landing that isn't perfectly on center line, like is a couple feet off, like for me, because in the simulator I have the replay, I can see exactly how far off of the center line. When you're in flight training, what is like the marginal, like for me, one of the biggest things is because I have this view, it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but right here I can see the exact perfect center line of the aircraft from this wrong view, from this marker right here, the bird strike or tail strike marker, quote, probably wrong on that, but right here I can see the perfect tail, like the center line of the tail, and then I can see the nose. And if it doesn't touch down perfectly on the center line, I kind of get frustrated. Is that what they're looking for in the airlines? Or are they looking for basically keeping the center line within the mains when you're landing? I know. Now, I have had some landings in flight training. Well, actually, my moment where I was like, oh, I don't feel too good about that, it wasn't a landing. We were taking off on a Cessna 172, and the winds were they're somewhat variable. They're spinning around us, but it was consistently a 3-knot tailwind. We take off, we rotate at 65. I'm off the ground, and I'm pitching down to accelerate. We're at about 10 feet off the deck, and the plane almost drops back down. I was like, oh no. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. All right, perfect. So I'll definitely keep that into effect in my criteria, because I'd go back and like, you can kind of see on my live streams, but I'd go back and I'd watch the replay to see exactly where you can see a little bit better. This would touch down. If it didn't touch down perfect, it was like, God, that sucked. But perfect. Thank you for the clarification. And it appears the turbulence is starting pretty much on schedule, so we're going to get that seatbelt sign on. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is Captain speaking. We are very sorry to turn that seatbelt sign back on, but we are hitting that area of turbulence. It's looking like it's going to be kind of bumpy all the way down to Fort Lauderdale, so we are going to ask you please remain seated for the rest of the flight. And we should have you on the ground pretty soon. We should be landing in about 57 minutes. Thank you everybody for flying with United, and we hope to see you again soon. Brain. Yeah. If the plane's usable, it's good. Was it? I think it's this arrival. Yeah. So this is my plan, because if I have to divert, I don't want to be fighting a headwind, right? I don't want to have to fight an insane headwind if I have to. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much, Cockpit Scenes. And again, sorry for asking so many questions, but it really does help. So here's my thinking. We're gonna go Ches, then Charleston, Savannah, Jackson, and then we'll go to Jacksonville, and then I think we should go to Lakeland and then see what arrivals I can get around Lakeland, the Lakeland area. So from looking at the charts, Tekla 5. You know what? We're gonna take the rocket. Rocket Akuta 3. Yeah, that's looking good. And then that'll bring us in for the ILS 10 left at final. Cool. So we'll go ahead and program that into the FMC. So we're gonna go. I'll get this up because it's like my nav aid. So get out of here. So we'll go as then Charleston, KCHS, and then switch as Kilo Charlie Hotel Sierra, and then we're gonna go to Savannah next. So KSAV, and then from Savannah. Now from Savannah, we could just about hop on straight on to the rocket. Then arrival for Lauderdale, ILS 10 left, and the rocket 3. Where's it at? Oh, CUDA 3. CUDA 3 transition rocket. Enter that there. We'll find out where it starts. Rocket. How much fuel does this save? 9.2. Using reserve fuel. Ooh. Well, that's not good. As we can see, we are going to be heading. Oh, that's not desirable either. So what's the issue here? We'll go to plan. I'll step out a little larger. I think it's calculating it all. I'm not terribly unhappy with that. I think they say we'll take 9.1. I think that's what we're going to take. Yeah. We'll take that. And 9.1. The biggest reason is because if the weather turns to crap while we're flying over, right? Like, and it goes down to minimums. Like, I don't think this system's going to move down over Fort Lauderdale. I think it's just going to keep going to the east. But if it does, the plan will be, since we're coming down through pretty much the middle of the state, we can, not middle of the state, sorry, we're coming over on the western coast. We could hit Orlando relatively easy, or come pretty much directly over Tampa. But it would just be much easier than having to try to circumnavigate, try to come, for instance, Flamu to Orlando. That's just my thinking. And we'll get the updated winds, the legs, plan, data, winds request. Alright, we have new winds. 9.3. There we go. That's the increase we were looking for. Unable to 80 at Colot. We'll take a look into that in just a minute. Now, does that take off any time on our flight path? Ooh, it does. That's taking off a sharp 3 minutes. We will take that any day, and we're actually descending at 280. Taking off another 2. We just lost 5 minutes like that. Sweet. We will take it. Now, like I was saying earlier about being a little bit of a perfectionist, the biggest thing I'm trying to work on, oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that, is having short memory. When stuff happens, is I am a very big person that dwells on things. So it's definitely one of my biggest focus. Like, not to the point where it would put me in risk while flying, but it's just doesn't help at all. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and something interesting from the last live stream was on. I actually passed my class 1 medical. I took my medical about a week ago, I think. I was quite happy about that. Even though I have 16 hours, finally decided to get my medical, because I mean, I could have done it earlier, but there's no need to. There's no rush, personally. And fuel in the center tanks is gonna run out soon. Currently the weather in Fort Lauderdale is winds calm, 10 miles visibility. Oh yeah, 100%, I didn't lie. I told him everything. Like, when have you been to the doctor recently? Well, I went to the doctor months ago for my yearly checkup at the pediatrician's office. But yeah, it was fine. I did well. But yeah, 100%. It was just like, you can go to, I believe the punishment for lying about your flight hours, like going to an airline and just getting your certificates, right? I believe the punishment is they strip every single license you've had before that. And like the airliners, you can go to jail for, was it criminal negligence or fraud or something like that? But I mean, I have no desire to lie about this stuff. Alright, fuel center tanks is out. Yeah, this stuff's too important to me to be doing it. Like a girl I know, she actually got a free scholarship to become PPL. Well, she hasn't exactly done that, and she was supposed to get it done in a month at this like school. Well, she only got 30 hours in, She has no desire to continue. She smokes pot, does other stuff. It's like, dude, how? Like, I can't fathom it personally. I am too anxious and excited. Try to waste it all for that, but to each their own. I mean, I wasn't friends with the girl. I just knew her. You know, speaking of smooth landings, I was flying on Southwest, and it's actually kind of the opposite of smooth landing. Actually, sorry, it wasn't me flying on Southwest. My mom was flying on Southwest, and they were coming into New Orleans. And the story she told, of course, a little exaggerated because they all freaked out. But they hit the pavement, and then they bounced. And I think they bounced for at least like 10 seconds. And she didn't find it very funny when I was kind of laughing at the story. But speaking of bouncing, I had a landing where I came in. I mean, I didn't bounce it, but I landed on all threes. And my instructor goes, "Hey, you want to know how much energy you had left in this?" And he takes the yoke and he pulls it back. And I swear we went 10 feet in the air just with all the energy was left. I was, wow. I never really realized that. And from that point on, I have not landed with 3 wheels in the Cessna. But stuff like that, I really learn well from experiences like that. I think everybody kind of does. But it's a little bit different flying the 7.3 because it's not like the Cessna where I can just hold it off forever and let the stall horn blare out. If I hear the stall horn on landing, it's not really a good thing. But you have to fly these down versus the Cessna where you just hold her off for as long as you can, and as long as the runway is short enough. Now it's a short runway, of course you can't. But except for hills, we got plenty long. Really? Hey, you know what? That's, you know, that sucks for the flight attendant, but props to you, man. My goal is to be like that. Of course, I don't want anybody to be hurt, but as PIC, it's your job to ensure the safety of your flight, and nobody with, obviously somebody that's already drunk should not be in a position where, in case of emergency, they would have to perform. Your chief pilot sounds like a awesome guy too. Yeah, it definitely sucks. So now what happened to the flight attendant? Was she fired, or is it kind of like a don't ever do this again? If you do it again, you're done? Like a 2-strike policy, or what happened? Ooh. I didn't think it was that zoomed in. I need a couple bumps over Georgia. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Wow. I'm getting bumped around a little bit up here. But yeah. That's very interesting. Oh yeah, Copper Scenes. Did you see what happened in Atlanta? The A350 took off the T-tail on the CRJ-900. That's crazy. I can't believe that's like a great ad for how strong the A350's wingtips are. I mean, because it was just barely. They would have missed it if the CRJ was maybe, I don't know, 10 feet closer. And again, we don't know how close they were. Couldn't really see. It was very interesting. Oh, a little bit of a drop there. I hope the flight attendants are in their seats. And if they can't answer the call, wrong button, I meant to. Flight attendants, please take your seats immediately. For heavy or severe. Yeah, that's my one fear as an airline pilot. I do something like that, but at least they're on the center line, because at least from what I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong, but they say as long as you're on the center line, you're not in trouble. Like, they can't really. And let me clarify, if it's not published on the charts either, where it says wingspan below certain limits, blah blah blah, do not cross through here if there's somebody there, or just in general, I don't believe you can be in trouble, correct? Uh-oh. I hit my trim wheel on my game. On my... Ooh, no. Wow. Whoa. Ho, ho, ho. You see that? I hit my trim wheel and my hardware, my home sim. It sits right next to my knee by accident. And the plane just absolutely went crazy. I commend it. I think I have the video. Let me see if I can pull up the video of it without sound. Don't get destroyed by YouTube again. Even though I don't make money off of it, still got a copyright thing on my. Oh, 100%. No, that's not. I wasn't trying to imply that, but yeah. I think I heard from an Airbus pilot said what more than likely happened, because they said they had an issue on the ATC. I bet they said what they think happened probably. First officer was probably down here, because the Airbus, as I'm sure you know, has the ECAM, where it tells you the steps to go. He probably was down here working through the ECAM, and I bet the captain looked over to ZFB to see where he's going, because they gave him a non-standard taxi route. And that's when it hit. Let's see if we can find it. You know, it's been a hard week for Delta. Or sorry, a hard month for Delta. They had that tire at the maintenance facility explode. Now I wonder. I'm interested to see the NTSB preliminary final report will be, because it's not from what I've heard from AMPs, it's not. Excuse me, the hangars people's job take off the tires. It's already taken off and given to them. So then, where would the criminal negligence? Like, who messed up? But I'm curious. I'm gonna show the video. Very annoying. I was also surprised though how easily the A350's or the CRJ's tail just popped off. It's like a easy there.
It's first plus anchor Maria.
No, please don't make sound. I had the video on I think my Instagram, but not over yet. That's a shame. Yeah, but it was very interesting because the A350, I mean, was just right here. Yes, we're going to deviate a bit off our flight plan. So now, because I still think we're gonna fly through that weather I was trying to avoid. I wonder if we should probably go. Let's see if we can go. If I add Jacksonville, okay, Jax, do this after KSAV, and then we go. Oh, I didn't want you there. I wanted you after. Okay, Jax. I don't screw this up too terribly, but we go K-Jax, K-Sav. Okay, put it in front of it again. I thought I was going to put it... Okay, that's fine. K-Jax, and then we go Rocket. I'll put you there, and then Debro. We go like that. How does that affect us? 9.2. Yeah, let's do that, because that's going to avoid a lot of that weather, too. Really? So you were pushing forward on the 727? That's crazy. That is wild. That just seems like so... I don't want to say backwards, but that's just crazy to me that it's so like, I don't know, the wings are so good generating lift. And aviation at Phoenix. My PC specs are, I have a Intel i7 1200K. I have a NVIDIA 1460 Ti, 64 gigabytes of RAM, a 250 terabyte SSD, 2 terabyte SSD, and a 2 terabyte SSD. I hope that helps. I think maybe that's what I've been doing in the 777, because it's not like the 7.3 where you kind of have to, you just kind of almost like, no, I don't want to say put in a constant pullback rate. But like on the, when I was trying to like in the sim flying the 777, which I want to start doing once they make a 777-200, flying a little bit more. It almost seemed like if you pull back, you just floated forever. So I think I'm gonna try that a little bit more. Thank you. I was definitely floating into when. So, I've heard some people say the 727 felt mushy to fly. How would you describe it? Because they say it wasn't. Like, what I mean by mushy, wasn't responsive as, like, for instance, the 7.3. Not like mushy, like, when you're in a stall buffet, but... Really? Yeah. I think that's really interesting. I wish I could fly a 727 one day, but I know my generation is past that, fortunately. Dude, I didn't even hit the trim wheel this time. Okay, chill out. That's annoying. I didn't even hit the trim wheel. Something else got hit. Come on, man. I need to say what trim wheel. Because I don't use it because it doesn't really work right. He likes to do that sometimes. Personally, for me, the hardest thing about landing the Cessna 172 is the finesse at the end. I have a really hard. Really? Man. You're making me even more jealous. I really wish I could fly it one day. Check. Let me check something really quickly. You know, I think there is a 727 in the game. I don't think, I know there is a 727. I just, haven't got it because I don't really have the money for it. It's expensive. I think it's like, what, 40 bucks? Ugh. I could get it next. Biggest thing is, I've been trying to master the 7.3, which I think, I'm not trying to be like, I think I'm perfect. I think I'm doing a decent job with the 7.3. I think the next aircraft I'd want to learn is a 777, but I'm kind of waiting for the 777-200 to come out because United operates more 777-200s than 300s, and the 777-300 flights are like 10, usually on average 10 to 12 to 13 to 14 hours, so I don't have time for all that. But 7.3 is definitely, I would say, my favorite. Alright, so we'll see, we're coming out well. Actually, I think I can pull it up. FSS. And I think I'll wait until there's a passenger, because right now there's only a freighter. I don't want to spend the money on a freighter. But let's see the interior. Now they do have, you can get like an assumed flight engineer, but that's what the inside looks like. I think the textures look okay, look good, I think. I don't know, I haven't been in a 727 before. My favorite feature though is eyebrow windows. It's a shame they got rid of them, but it makes sense. Sorry, better. It makes sense why they did, because they were getting hairline fractures like in the 737, but they were awesome. And I meant stress fractures. Well, this wind is picking up as I believe we're about to pass through the jet stream, so let's get another wind 89. Yeah, it's not bad, but we added Jacksonville. 12 winds for Jacksonville. Really? They put you in a DC-10 simulator for the interview? That's awesome. Were you already typed in the DC-10? Or was it kind of like a, let's put you in a new plane and see how you can fly kind of thing? Because that sounds awesome. You know, I really wish I could get to experience flying the older, I dare say older generation of airplanes. It's like, oh, don't know what happened there. The only flight real sim I've been in was at JetBlue, and I was in an Airbus A220 simulator. And man, that thing is awesome, but it's boring. Like, not in like that way, but it's not hard to fly. It does it all for you. It's very easy. And yeah, there's trim, but it tells you exactly what speed you're trimmed for. So it's like, well, you're taking all the fun out. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's really cool. Do you know if they still do that today? Like every once in a while they'll go into the sim, like if you apply, they'll put you into a sim. Granted, stuff that's happening today is more than likely could or will change. And the next, let's see, I can't get a restricted ATPL until I'm 21, so that's in 6 years. And more than likely, I don't believe they'd hire until I'm a unrestricted ATPL at 23. So in 8 years. That's just so cool. That's very interesting. I can't say her name. That's very interesting. If I may ask, where do you live? Now let me. I have two guesses. Do you live in either South America or? Well, thank you, Cockpit Scene. That's very nice. I hope so. I hope I can get a job. We'll see. First, I gotta get the PPL. Honduras. Very nice. That's awesome. Man, she's bumpy right now. Oof. You know, Cockpit Scenes, there's a pilot in my neighborhood. And I've talked to him once, but I don't really like, I don't hang out with him. I don't really talk to him too much. Actually, I talk to you more than him because to me, he's kind of like, he's not a really big overachiever. One of the biggest things he tells me, he doesn't believe in flight sim. That's not the reason why, but he doesn't believe in flight sim, but he's also kind of like, he doesn't see the need to put in more effort to get ahead and to put in more work to move up in the ranks. Like he was complaining about how this one female captain was promoted before he was. He's like, it's okay, I'll just keep going and doing what I'm doing. I don't really need to change much, and eventually they will. And like he doesn't try to do, I think he doesn't fly very often. When I talked to him, he told me he only flies as much as he has to. Of course, things can change for me, but my plan is to try to do as much as possible legally. But I'm also that's just my that's the way I was raised. So, and we're just getting rocked out here. How is Honduras fire? I want to go someday. What would you recommend doing or seeing in ACB? So we are just about, what city would you be looking out to? Yeah. I personally don't think it's a good attitude for life. But definitely I agree it's not a great attitude for a pilot. I just personally think you always got to be hardworking as you can. I mean, even in school, I try to, as well as I can. I mean, even though I do online classes, the reason is because it actually gives me more time to, like during the school day, sometimes I get to go fly with my instructor. But like online courses, it's allowed me to skip a grade, and I'm about to graduate 2 years early at the end of the summer. Also, I don't do as many flight sim flights as I can because I'm always really exhausted from school. But. All right, that sounds awesome. I'll definitely write that down. I have a section in my phone for things I want to see when I visit countries when I'm older. When I have money to vacation. Like my own personal money. But I definitely want to go to Honduras. Another country big up on my bucket list. I want to go to Germany. Germany's definitely up on my bucket list. Switzerland. But I also want to go back to Moab. I've been to Moab twice. I love Moab. Moab, Utah. Awesome. One of the most dangerous airports. Ooh. Drop it in the chat and I'll check it out. Maybe we'll do a little flight there. Tell me what airline flies in there and what they fly. Maybe we'll do a little flight down. Yeah. I mean, we're going through more of the headwind by going this way, because like down through here, we're going to be avoiding most of it. I mean, we're going to have a little bit of an extra headwind on this leg, but it won't be as heavy. But my only worry is if I have to divert down here, I have so much distance. All right, perfect. I'm taking a picture of that right now. Right there, okay. All right, perfect. I will. I definitely will. Definitely will give that a try. It sounds very interesting. I'm excited. You know, one of the approaches I want to do one day too is Paro and Bhutan. Maybe fly like the A319 like they do and try that one day. Airbuses are interesting though. Their systems are kind of weird. My personal opinion. So much different than the 7.3. I don't really understand them. Oh yeah, cockpit scenes. So because you used to fly, so did you become, since they checked you out, they introduced you, or sorry, interviewed you on a DC-10? Did you fly did you get type rated in the DC-10, I should say? And if you did, what was your favorite, short haul or long haul? Which did you prefer? Really? That's crazy, Fire. That's very interesting that they did that. It was so dangerous. And I'm not throwing shade or anything, but it seems like a lot of the South American airports are a little more dangerous. And it's not because it's in South America, but I'm speaking of like the terrain, for instance. I mean, it's like trying to approach Jackson Hole constantly with worse terrain. Yeah. You like the middle ground? Because with the transcons, now, I mean, if you're going, I mean, typically they're like, would you say like possibly 4 to 5 hours, like 3.5 to 5 hours, depending on winds. Now, would you have to fly? You could really only fly like max 1 or 2 more flights for that day, right? Before you hit the 12-hour operating limit. Or would they put you on like a bunch of shorter flights after, or would they give you one transcon and you'd be done? It's either 12 or I think it's 12-hour operating limit without a rest pilot. You know, speaking of long hauls, I was actually coming back from Italy, and we were in an A330 landing in JFK with Delta, because they had with Delta. And I remember this landing because it wasn't bad, but coming in about 20 feet off the ground, and I was sitting on the left side of the wing. They hit a gust. Okay, so sometimes they would add a short leg. Yeah, but that's nice. So you're not doing like sometimes 3 to 4 flights a day. Definitely a lot more work. Hey, Omega 380K, how are you? I was gonna say, coming into Delta at JFK, we were about 20 feet off the ground, and I remember looking out the wing, I always watch landings, and we just about had a pod strike. And I remember thinking, huh, never seen that before. I was intrigued though, how come they didn't go around? But I'm doing very well, thank you, Omega. We're currently at 36,000, getting ready to. We're gonna be descending into Fort Lauderdale in about 40 minutes. Not 40. Sorry, about 30 minutes. Nope, I was right. About 40 minutes. Yeah. Looks like the weather in Jacksonville is holding up pretty well. Yeah, but see, if we took that plan, we would have to go through all that stuff. And it's moving faster than this can reload. That's good to know. Any screenshots of this flight? Nope. Look at all the flights I've done. This was just with Volanta. I've done a bunch more. If I opened up my... Actually, do I still have it installed? No. Yes, I do. Let me open this. I'll show you guys all my flights from it. I wonder if I can actually import all my stuff. I'll have to check that out one day. Kind of funny. I mean, this isn't even all my time in the sim, but you can see once they all populate. Let me fix it. It loaded weird. Hey, have a great night, cop scenes. I will see you on the next one. Go to my fleet. There we go. And hopefully she'll all load in. Come on, you could do it. Yeah, there we go. Nope, that wasn't it either. Come on, bro. Oh, maybe it's logbook. I'm not sure, guys. Oh, yes, it is. Cool. Yeah, here we go. This is where the sauce is. Huh. Look at how many flights I've done. That's quite funny. Yeah, it's about been to every single state in the United States. Probably went to Tampa the most, Newark, O'Hare, and LAX. I don't like that. How has your night been so far, Iron Man Baller? We're currently diverging around some weather right now. Why is that like that? Oh, that's why. I hate to be this guy, but if you are watching right now, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button for me, it greatly helps me. It boosts me on the YouTube algorithm. Going Philadelphia to where? Not exactly sure. Oh crap! What I do? Oh crap! I put the gear up, the gear down. Oh no! Shh, you guys can hear anything? Because I switched tabs and it hit it. Let's see. I don't know what airport you're going to. I thought we were friends. You're going Philadelphia to Lima. So Lima Echo Mike Delta. We'll see. Okay, so Madrid. Here we go. Is this possibly you? American 711? No? No? Or no, you're and cruising over the North Atlantic. Where are you? No, that's not you either. What's your call sign, man? Oh, that was you? Okay, cool. I was right. AAL 711. Oh no. There we go. There we go, finally. Oh, I thought I sent you a friend request. You use a profile. Possibly. Who knows? I didn't mean to close you out like that. My bad. AAL 711. Yep, you're using the same nickname. I gotcha. It will be XOPFIRE. Boom. AAL 711. Iron Man 302. Well, I'm gonna send you a friend request, Iron, so I can see where you're. Here we go. Or are we friends? I don't know. Didn't show it right. Oh, okay. Cool. I sent it. Perfect. You get it? It is sent. Why are you so big? It's smaller, dude. Risky move by me. Where you're at. Alright, coming along nice and well. Who's at 350? Alright, perfect. I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna brush it and then we'll. Hey, thanks so much, guys, for hitting that like button. We are up to 7 likes, and we just hit 244 subscribers. Awesome. Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah, good luck. Like, you're gonna be the Gander controller? That's awesome. That's really cool. Guys, for our second flight today, did we have a little fun? From Fort Lauderdale to Tampa, just empty. Nothing but the pilots, just a quick little hop over. Is that for too much information? I'm joking. I have no clue. I do not know. Bumpy out here. Put my foot up. Footy mode. Footy mode active. Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. Let's go ahead and get up to... Oh no. How much chat did I miss? Uh-oh. Oh no. I had it in top chat only. I am very sorry about that, guys. Oh no. So, nice engine shot there. 201. Yeah, it will be. I think it would be fine at it though. I can speak right. I guess I can't talk. Let's go to some brief. Like I said, we're gonna do a quick repo flight. Go United. Let's just make a call sign. Lucky number 75. We'll take 75. We're gonna go Fort Lauderdale to Tampa. For Continental. Oh, wrong one. Need to delete that because I don't have 737-900. I don't fly Ryanair. And we'll go Legacy. Yes. Passengers. 0. Payload. 0. Rate. 0. Yes. Cool. Maybe 40 minutes. Up and then down. Okay, buddy. We're now taking 30,000 feet. Look at this. Look at this. You want me to be up there for 20 seconds? So at 30,000 feet, it'll be 39. If we go down to 20,000 feet, yeah. Why are we in kgs? We should be in pounds. Oh goodness. I guess we'll take the 30,000 if they want it. Now what about the routing? Yeah, we'll take this one. Looks good. I don't know why I'm checking this. I don't really care what the significant weather is. Cool. We're just gonna be flying through an area of moderate icing. No problem. Alright, the flight plan. We don't have to read NOTAMs again because we already checked them. This Tampa's the alternate. Well, my level of baseball fan is I can sit down if a Rays game is on, I'll sit down and watch it. I mean, I'm not like the biggest baseball fan, but I know a little bit about it. How come? Hey, what do you guys think of this EFB? Got it recently. I really like it. Let's see what's going on in Fort Lauderdale. What's the weather looking like? Winds are still 0, 0, 0, 0. Sun visibility, thermal sector miles. Clouds at 6,500, broken at 25,000. Temperature is 26, 2.24. Altimeter 29089 is checked. BRF 144. Yeah, we'll take our break too, so we don't have to burn up the brakes today. You said United Flight 378. I gotcha. Flight aware. UAL 378. Dude, Boston to Chicago? Really? That's cool. Very cool. And so they charter out the Max 9? Oh, okay. 3782. UAL 3782. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Darn it. Oh, LA to Atlanta? That's cool. Where they fly? 752? Oh, that's neat. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta fix pump this. Go crooked now. That's very neat. I'll definitely, once the 757 comes over. Yeah, no, but I get what you're saying 100%. Yeah, thank you. Okay. I'll definitely get him up. Really, that's really neat. I'll definitely check that out then. Yeah. A 320. Maybe not tonight, because I'm kind of tired. But definitely maybe not. Really? Alright, thank you so much for letting me know. I had no idea. That's perfect. I'm checking on flight radar right now. Helio 37. Well, I don't know if United 3737 is exactly a charter flight. I'm going from Guantanamo to Kingston. I'm joking, but yeah. That's awesome. How much money does one have to charter an aircraft like that? The answer is a lot, but I'm being serious. I'm very curious to know how much one has to make in order to be like that. That's pretty awesome. But then again, I may not be too outrageous. I mean, I saw something like a Delta A330 captain chartered an A330 for 2 days. Took his family on a flight from Hawaii to from San Francisco, or sorry, LA to Hawaii. Well, then again, with the football charters, I don't know if they're exactly paying the average rate for the charters, because they're a football team. They get a lot of publicity. I don't know if like United just provides the planes. Like, I don't think that Team USA had to pay a lot for Delta to fly them to Paris in the A350s. I just don't see that happening. Why would they have to pay Delta for free publicity on the world stage? You know what I mean? Alright, come back to my thing. Oh. Oh, so they are really paying. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Thank you. Alright, so the NBA does pay. Then again, that makes sense because the NBA has a lot more money in it than the NFL does. I mean, look at LeBron James. Doesn't he make $330 million a year? Compared to Tom Brady, that made, I think, like, what, $70 million in 2 years or 1 year? I don't know. You know, I very well may just hand fly the entire ferry flight, but we'll see. That's awesome. That's really cool. And I mean, of course, the players can fly on their own private jets if they really want to. Like, I'm sure Travis Kelce is probably flying on T-Swizzle's tri-jets. Oh, really? Okay. Thanks again, man. You learn something every day. I had no idea. Thank you. Ajax. Where are we going to? Debril. Alright, we're getting on to the Kuda 3 arrival. We are going from Debril, then to eBay, then eBay to Kolat. At Kolat, we have to be at 280, 28,000, flight level 280 below and 240 above, checked. Then we go Blocks at 270, 15,000 above, checked. And then Wehu at 13,000 above. And then Makil 260, 11,000 above, checked. And then Kuda 8,000 feet, checked. Lakar, Zarif, Deepak, 1R. And then we're getting on ILS 10 left at Warroar. It will be heading on 96. Like I said, thanks again for informing me on that. I had no idea. A96, 96. And we are 111, 1101, 1101. Set. We're going to be looking for India Lima Hotel India. The requirements for this approach: DME or radio required, simultaneous approach authorized, BGSI, ILS glide path not coincident, that is fine. Glide path will be 3 degrees. Yeah. Map at distance 1.5. Okay. So ILS is going to be 207 on the minimum. And our go round, we do have PAPI lights to the left, and our go round up to will be climbing 800, then climbing left turn to 4000 on a Fort Lauderdale VOR outbound, right on a 0900 outbound to Marts, 9.2 miles from Fort Lauderdale.